All right, we finished, week 4?
Week 4.
Week 4 of Dark Shadows, 20 episodes down. And what happened this week?
Well, mostly it was just focused on the car and who sabotaged the car.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a really long time to figure out that the thing last week that David was trying to plant in Victoria's room was the thing that was missing from the car brakes.
I was very surprised.
Like
how
a
it took
really
you to figure that out. Normally you're really good at putting things together, but that took you a long time.
I figured it out before they obviously showed like the picture of the thing and then David with the thing in his hand. So
like 2 scenes before.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. It wasn't 2 scenes before. Let me say shut up.
Okay, it was like 1 scene.
And then David was asking Victoria if the person would go to jail who wrecked the car and was worried about that, and he wanted to tell her, but she said that she would tell Roger if she found out who it was.
Right.
So then he didn't want to tell her, and then he went to his room and like smashed his little model car, threw it out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had the little piece in his hand, then he hid it under his pillow before they came in.
Is that where you put it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Before Roger and Victoria came in. And Roger kept waiting for Victoria to like come, and because he wanted her to come to see Burke so that she could be his like surprise witness of him being at the car.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm surprised that wasn't bigger. Like they stayed pretty cool when when Roger finally came to the hotel, and
yeah,
so they stayed pretty cool. But then he brought Victoria up, and
things get heated a bit.
Yeah, there was
Burke was kind of threatening eventually once he realized what he was being accused of, and warned him not to throw down.
Right.
I guess.
Well, he didn't do it, so I mean, I'd be pretty upset, I guess, if he's already been accused of something, whether he did the murder or not. I'm assuming he didn't.
Right.
Or, like 10 years ago. So if he's being accused of something again that can get him in trouble, I can see why he'd be pretty upset about that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think he's going to do about it? Murder is always the answer. Sometimes.
And then poor Joe, because Carolyn was going to go to the movies with him, and then found out that Burke was going to be at the Blue Whale, so then she wanted to go there, and they like hung out with him forever.
Carolyn is an awful person. I mean, she's a teenager, so teenagers tend to be awful people.
And then finally Joe convinced her to go to the movie, but then she invited Burke to come along with anyway, and so that was...
What did you think? Joe's just going to be okay with it? Okay, well, just bring this other older guy that you're clearly infatuated with.
Right.
Bring him along.
And Maggie got new hair. She got
real hair. She looks good with real hair.
Yeah, it's just like, who's this person? Where's Maggie? But yeah, so Sam, I don't know, not really a whole lot going on with Sam, but he's just kind of still wondering what's going on, and she's got people kind of looking out for him and giving her reports on him, and he wasn't terribly pleased with that.
Right. Well, Mr. Wells calls the house after midnight to say, oh, just seeing if Maggie's okay. So there's 100... Oh, sorry. Accidentally hit stop on that.
I was just going to talk about the good flub this week.
Which one?
Roger's great one. His great recovery. He said like it was like 100, what do you say, 100 miles?
Oh yeah, it's like, and then when I got about 100 miles down the hill, 100 miles seemed like 100 miles.
It was 100 feet.
100 feet.
It was a good cover.
It was very good. We had a bunch in the last episode.
Yeah, someone called. Oh, Sam. Was it Sam that called?
Sam, yes, he said that.
Roger
was he went upstairs to go talk to Roger. Burke.
And then Maggie dropped a spoon and
all kinds of just little things.
The breakable glass. I guess you thought it was a breakable glass. Didn't break.
Yeah, you can tell when it's like frosted. It's like a frosted glass that it's supposed to be breakable.
So when Roger hit it out of Burke's hand, it should have broken.
Smashed, but you hear it just plastic clink on the on the floor.
So some good moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
predictions for next week.
I want them to find out that it was David somehow, but I don't know if that'll happen yet because things kind of move slowly. I mean, all week it was just like this few moments of him getting to see Burke and confront him. So I don't know that they'll find out yet.
Right.
Or if Burke will get arrested first and go to jail, which one's, anyway, get locked up for a night or two or whatever, and then they'll finally find out that it was David, or, I mean, that's going to cause some more issues between the families, so.
Would David confess, or is David, they're going to?
I think they'll find out. I think Victoria will find it somehow. she'll find a piece, or
she's always kind of trying to get close to him and that kind of thing. So
that's it.
Okay, cool. We'll find out what happens next week.
Next week.
Bye.